It's Vlogmas Day 22, 3 days until Christmas, according to the Nutcracker in the corner. And I'm going to be trying out this new oatmeal I picked up. It's just Quaker, but it's super grains with oats, flax, and quinoa. And I've been eating this Nature's Path oatmeal that has some of the same extra grains in there. I think it's got flax and chia, maybe the Nature's Path. But that's much more expensive than this whole canister was. That's the instant kind that comes in a package. This I've got to cook on the stove, but I thought I would give it a try. And if I like it, I'll get it again. So I added some strawberries and raisins in, but it said to bring to a boil, reduce the heat, and then simmer for 5 minutes or so. This looks really good. I put some honey on top, and I'll see how it tastes. Vlogmas Day 22, and I thought I'd start off by showing you a couple of things that arrived for me yesterday, but I didn't really dig into the box until this morning. And it's just a couple of moleskin notebooks. One is just this kind of periwinkle blue, and it's the hardcover one. And it's just the basic lined notebook. My journal is almost full. I'm down to about 4 pages. And so I needed to get a new one to use when that one's full. And I was thinking I'd try to contain my writing to what's left until the end of the year. And it would be very nice to be able to start the new notebook of my journal on the 1st of January. And while I was checking out for that, it's hard to see here, but it does say 2024 on there. This is just a planner or an agenda, and it's got the months in monthly calendar format, and then for each week there's a weekly page and then just a lined page. And I thought, oh, this will be good for me to track more of my budgeting in the new year and sort of plan my shopping, plan my groceries and my meals. That's one of my, I guess, New Year's resolutions, if you will, to be a little more strategic and to plan better how I spend my money, particularly how I spend my money on groceries and food. Okay, so here they are. These are my little booklets, the ones that I tried to pick up from the Staples on Monday, but they weren't ready for me even though I'd gotten the notification. And I kept trying to call the Staples and they don't answer their phone, and I wasn't sure whether they were ready or not, but last night a friend who lives just down from the Staples offered to go and try to pick them up for me and see if they were ready, and they were, so she brought them over today. And I had 4 copies printed of these little booklets, and let me just make sure this is out of the way without any address or anything showing. But there's 4 little booklets here wrapped up, and there it is. I ended up labeling it part 1 because I only made it about halfway through the coins. I had intended to complete all the coins by Christmas and just have them printed as one booklet, but I think it's going to be at least 2 parts. Yep, probably 2 parts. And maybe part 2 I'll put together in time for next Christmas. But here's part 1. And it's focused on the coins of the United States. And so I've got a little introductory note there for the family. But then I've got just the photographs of some of the little curiosities that were in the box and some of the coins. And I think these photos, you'll have to excuse me, I'm trying to turn the pages with only one hand. I think these photos turned out very, very well. I just took them using my Samsung phone here. And I've just got pictures of some of the coins and a little bit of information about the coins. Just, you know, amateur research done online, describing what they are. A little bit of history about each of them, if applicable. And that's pretty much it. If I had had more time, if I had been more on top of this, I would have included a glossary with some of the terms related to coins and an index with some of the sources I consulted. But I didn't manage to get that done. And so I think the index and the glossary will have to be included in part 2 in the second booklet I do. But I'm really impressed with these. I ended up getting them printed for the price of about $11 each. So all in all, 4 copies of these printed for just under $60, between $50 and $60, which I think is pretty decent for what I wanted. I wasn't sure what they were going to look like, if they were going to be what I wanted. I was concerned they weren't going to be folded at all and they were going to be, you know, full-size sheets, but it seems as though I selected the right thing and I ended up getting exactly what I want. And this is really excellent. I'm really proud of this little project. And there I go. I got the labels on the front with just some bluish gray construction paper and printer paper and a little bit of the book glue I have. And then I wrapped them up nicely in gold with bows. And the gold bow is the one for my mom, and the red bows are for my siblings. And I'm just realizing I haven't explained myself very well. If you're brand new to my channel or recently new to my channel, you're probably going, what the heck is this coin collection? When my grandpa passed this summer, I inherited a small box of coins, and so I started to go through and look at each of them, figure out what each of them were, and decided to document them in a little catalog for the family. But that's what this is here, and I guess it is the first part of my little project. And I'll end the vlog for today by looking at the tree once again. We're getting very close to Christmas Day and to the end of Vlogmas and the end of the Christmas season. And I have to say, although it's been a stressful year, probably one of the hardest years of my life, I've really enjoyed this Christmas season and doing Vlogmas. But we'll call it for Vlogmas Day 22.